Yo guys, Marty here with another video. So, Raft in 2021. What state is the game in? Should you play it? Are people playing it? And is it worth the money right now? So, firstly, a little background on Raft. So the game released in early access on May 2018. And I pretty much purchased it near the release time. And I keep going back to it every now and again. So I feel like I've got enough information to cover how it is now compared to how it was then, and kind of if it's progressing in the right way. Normally I avoid early access games, or at least watch a ton of reviews and, wait for my friends to recommend them, because there's a lot of games out there that are buggy or really incomplete, or maybe they just never even get finished. So you don't want to waste your time getting passionate about a game that is never even going to come out. However, for Raft, I would say it is in a really good state. The core game, the gameplay, the building, the crafting, exploration, all polished, all fun. The only thing lacking right now is the story, which is being released in chapters over a few months. So it's taken a few months per chapter, sorry. The update is coming out free because the game obviously is in early access. So you'd have to pay anything extra. The story is slowly being released. But when they do release a chapter, it's huge. So they do add a ton of content at once. So if you haven't played Raft, it's basically a survival game. You wake up on a raft drifting in the ocean. You've got a hook that you can throw out and collect driftwood and other materials that float past you in the ocean. And then it kind of evolves from there. So think like Minecraft. You start smashing trees with your fist, and then 5 hours later you're fighting dragons and skeletons and all that crazy stuff. This kind of, you don't do that, but it does start really slow, but you will evolve the game quite a lot, and it will take you to places there you're not really going to expect. So in the video here, I'm probably, 5 hours in maybe. So this is really early gameplay. So the Raft, you probably see some stuff that you don't recognize if you've not played it before. There's like a smelter, there's like trees, plants. There's a second level to the Raft, but that's really early. Some of the stuff you can make in this game is really interesting. So what do you do in Raft? If you've never played Raft, you've never seen it, hopefully the video in the background is giving something away. So yeah, you start out collecting resources, crafting, and building a base. So very similar to like Rust, Minecraft, those sort of games. And again, it starts very basic, build an axe, build a hammer. And then you get into like smelting, visiting different islands, visiting shipwrecks, smelting, hunting animals. And the thing that you see at the start is you will see a crafting menu. You will find new patterns. So don't think that the crafting menu is everything in the game. You will find more crafting patterns, and then you will see things that you would not expect in this game. So you will start on a raft with a wooden axe. That's how it starts. But you will build up. You'll have a fortress that's self-sustainable with food growing, and you'll be taking on some pretty cool stuff. So to compare it to other things, if you like the crafting, the survival aspects of like Minecraft, Rust, those sort of games, or if you like the progression of games like Satisfactory or Subnautica, where like the story will push you through the game, then this is definitely up your street. I've kind of listed my favorite games, so you'll definitely feel attached to this from the start, because you will progress, and everything you do will feel rewarding. So hopefully that gives you a good feel of the game. I should probably also just say there is, your standard survival aspects, health, hunger, thirst, things like that. So getting on to the next bit. Are people playing the game? Is the game popular? Is it growing? Is it dying? So I mentioned that chapters of the story are coming out. As of now, there's 2 chapters out, I believe. And whenever a new chapter comes out, I remember when the second chapter came out, this spiked hard on Twitch. This popped straight into the top 10. I think it was in top 5 at one point. Outside of this, it usually sits mid-table on Twitch with a few viewers. Like 100 viewers, and a fair few streamers. So it's an average game to stream, community to get involved with and stuff. There's tons of videos on YouTube. And when we look at the Steam charts, you can see that there are around 11,000 average players in May 2018 when the game came out, and it kind of went around there, went a little bit lower, However, last month in December 2020, there were over 12,000. So the game last month had more average players than it ever has. Hopefully that helps show that a lot has come out in the game and it kind of is in its best place as of right now. And I mean, it's only getting better. So that should help you. The game is growing. If you were looking to make content for the game, great time. If you were looking to just get involved with the game or to play the game, again, great time. Learn it now as it gets better. The game can also be played with friends. You can play it co-op or single player, so you should never really have trouble finding people to play with. If you don't have any friends, you should be able to jump on like Discord or streams and find people to play with, because the game is really fun with friends. It's literally what you're seeing now, but with someone else running around the raft with you. So hopefully you've got a good idea of the game and it's doing well and people are playing it. Is it worth the money? So Raft is sitting around 15 British pounds on the Steam store, and that's where I purchased it. So that's what I will be talking about. I think that's less than $20, or it shouldn't be more than $20 really, much more at least. And it goes on sale often. So I know in the winter sale of 2020 winter, it was like 30% off. So you can pick this up for £5 at some points in the year. Given that it's a sandbox game and the replayability is huge, like you'll not go to it's not scripted islands. You'll go to like different places, different islands. You'll find different things. Your games will always be a little bit different. You can easily sink 50 hours into this in its current state, and it's regularly being updated. So what I normally do is I kind of like starting from scratch and having nothing. So when a new chapter comes out, I'll just bin off my old save and start again. So you can just throw another 50 hours at it every time there's more. If you feel attached to your world, then yeah, stick with your world and keep playing it. I would definitely say you're getting your money's worth with this game. Given some games that come out at like $40, $50, and then, you're done with them after like 20 hours of the story, that's not the case here. So yeah, to summarize, I'd say the game is pretty cheap, and there is a ton of content and replayable content of that. The game offers something different, the survival, stranded ocean type thing, but it still has the crafting genre that you should know and love from other games. So you'll turn on the game and you'll instantly kind of know what's going on. The controls aren't too different. The elements, jump into your crafting table, jump into your crafting tab, it's very pick up and play, and it does that in an environment that you haven't seen before. The game's great in single player, and it's even better if you've got someone to play with. Again, not required though. One thing I will say, I don't want to put any spoilers in this, but when you get deep into this game, it gets really complex. Again, I'm not going to give any big spoilers, but you've seen islands in this where you go around and chop trees. You are going to go to islands that shock you, and you're going to go to islands that you're going to want to tell your friends about it, because the story will take you to some really cool places. And then with the crafting, again, you're seeing a very wooden, basic ship here. You're going to see technology, electronics. There is a lot deep when you get towards the end of the game. So if you're into this sort of game, hopefully I've sold it and you want to buy it. Are you going to buy it now, or are you going to wait? Given the game's been in early access for, over 2 years, you could be waiting a while if you're waiting for the full story and, for them to finish with the game. I think with how they're treating this game, even when it comes out of early access, they're going to still be adding stuff over time. So I don't think you're ever going to have a finished, complete version of the game. So if there's enough now for you, jump in and buy it. Honestly, there is so much to do. You're getting your money's worth. If you want to wait for another chapter, again, that's your prerogative. I would say there's enough in the game now to buy it. But watch reviews on what the new chapters are like if you want, but you will get spoilers. I've played through the game around 3 times now, from start to wherever the finish was there. So, for $20, go for it. You can probably tell I'm a big fan of the game, so this has been quite a one-sided review. If I had to pick flaws with the game, I would say it's kind of grindy. You can see at the end of my raft, there are like auto collectors. Once you get these will stop a lot of the grind, because a lot of the game is keeping yourself fed, keeping yourself hydrated, and fishing for items that drift past you. As you get towards the end of the game, well, not the end of the game, as you get a few hours in, you can automate a lot of this, like how they do in like Factorio, Satisfactory. You can easily get trapped in a situation where you don't progress to that, you just keep doing everything yourself. But no, you should try and automate stuff early, and then the game will feel less grindy, and get into the story early, because you're going to unlock things in the story that make the game easier. Okay, I think I've rambled a little bit here. Game's great, I love it, worth the money, people playing it. Yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe, it helps a lot. You can probably see I'm a very new channel. Mostly come over from Twitch, where I stream. If you want to follow me, please follow me, thank you. But yeah, drop a subscribe, like the video if you like it. Other than that, I will see you in the next one, and have fun in Raft if you buy it. If you don't, then that's fine too. I hope the video hasn't put you off though. Thank you, bye.